What's a harmless prank to play on your friends? Put up a framed photo of a total stranger somewhere in their house, where it will take a few days for them to notice. Doesn't work in my house. My wife and I have photo frames around our house, on shelves and walls, with the stock photos still in them. When one of your friends gets married, sign the guest book with a random name, and put a really ugly present on the gift table from the same person. Do you have a friend or uncle or something named Gary Smith? Me neither. Well, we got this ceramic mermaid with a clock in her belly. Cool. Apostrophe. We did it once with an ugly frog cookie jar. Best $6 I ever spent. In Sweden I was waiting for my turn at the counter at the pharmacy. You take a ticket, and it has a number on it and that's your turn. When it shows up on a board over the counter, they let you know when the number on the board goes up by playing a tune. In this case it sounded like doo-doo, so I was waiting, and heard the doo-doo sound. Looked at the board. No change. Counter people had no reaction. Other people in line looked up, and were also confused. About a minute later the sound went off again. People were confused. I thought it sounded off. Twice more I figured out it was the old man next to me playing off the sound on his phone. I gave him a pat on the shoulder, but didn't say anything. So much fun. I told everyone at work it was the manager's birthday. It wasn't. It started spreading so fast that by the time he came in for his shift, he had about 30 people come up and wish him a happy birthday. He thought he was going crazy. My dad used to work with this guy who was very shy and easy to prank because of how sincere he was. We went and met up with him for dinner years after my dad stopped working with him. As a joke my dad thought it would be funny to pretend it was his birthday and have the staff do their birthday song at our table. He looked up at my dad very confused and was like, "Pat, I can't believe you remembered that today was my birthday." My dad just played it off like he was a great friend and never said anything. I'd say your dad's friend had the better prank. My colleague glued a £2 coin outside the lab doors and surreptitiously filmed everyone attempting to acquire it as inconspicuously as possible. He then truncated the footage and imposed the "Never Gonna Give You Up" music onto the video that culminated with his raucous laughter. We all received our personal videos via WhatsApp. My grandma once fell for something like this. She was walking past a bar, saw a coin, and tried to pick it up. It was glued to the ground and obviously the pranksters from the bar started laughing until she picked her pocket knife and successfully removed the coin, then stabbed everyone. My grandfather poured his own driveway and while it was wet, went in the garage and welded a quarter to the head of a nail. Stuck the nail in the cement by the street. They lived on a busy street for walking. They spent a lot of time giggling and watching people pick at it. This is great. My dad's best friend put one of those security strips under the insole of his shoe. Every time he went to the store the alarm would go off and eventually he had them scan all of his belongings because he couldn't stand it. Went on for nearly a month before he realized it was only the one pair of shoes and his buddy came clean. My friend that sits next to me at work was on vacation and my vacation started the day she got back. I packed up all my stuff and locked it in my desk drawers. And when she came back I got a panic text asking what happened and why. Was my desk clear? I told her I got fired. She believed it for 2 days before one of the managers made me come clean because she was trying to snag all my shifts for rotten extra holiday pay. Smart on her part, lol. I always enjoyed putting sticky notes over the laser on their computer mouse and watching them try to figure out why it isn't responding. I did this with a coworker once and it was hilarious. Instead of a sticky note I taped a picture of a troll face over the laser. I listened to him make frustrated grumbles to himself for several minutes while I was trying to keep it together. When he finally turned his mouse over he yelled, "Dang it, haunted _ I screamed from across the room, at which point we both lost it. It's an excellent, harmless prank. Definitely recommend. I went too far and used wooden rods and small screws to fabricate fake batteries. I printed a duplicate of the labels using clear tape. At a quick glance you couldn't tell, but once you looked a bit closer you could tell. I made an entire 12 packs worth and replaced all of the ones he had in the pack in his desk along with the one in his mouse. Halfway through swapping out batteries he finally realized something was up. I walked into his office right at that moment. Watching his face go from frustration to realization was great. No words exchanged. I just pointed to where I placed the real batteries, plus a couple decoys. For the rest of the year he double check, even if it was a brand new pack he literally just bought. Before I left I started randomly placing the decoys all over the place. I'm an agent of chaos. That's absolutely genius. I love that. I always played the combo of black marked sticky note over the laser. We had completely black mice, so it was very well hidden. Turned off the mouse, removed the batteries, and removed the USB adapter/receiver, hiding them in multiple places around the desk. I did once send an email with clues to where these were, so the only way to read the email was if you knew keyboard shortcuts or found all the equipment. Satan is over in the corner, wide-eyed, saying damn, dude, chill out. I put a browser extension on my coworker's computer that gave it a 1% chance of loading a John Cena video every time he loaded a website. It would happen once or twice a day. It drove him nuts. On his last day, I walked into his office playing John Cena's walk-up music, which he immediately turned off. When I explained it to him, his only reaction was I'm so impressed. Line up a round of shots of water and tell everyone it's tequila or some clear liquor. The facial reactions are priceless. Could be even better in a group if only one/a few of the people got water and the rest got real alcohol. Would make it even more hilarious to see the reactions to claims of water as everyone else knows they got tequila/vodka/whatever. We did a 4-shot challenge back in the fraternity from time to time. One was water, one was Pellegrino, one was vodka, and one was Everclear. It's not super hard to tell which is which. Guy 1 downs his shot with a grimace. Ugh, that was the vodka. Guy 2 downs his shot, groans, and grunts Everclear. Guy 3 and 4 are all smiles, ready to throw back. Not for long. Fuck you Guy 1. // this / was vodka. Rotten hell Guy 2. / this / was a fucking Everclear. Guys 1 and 2 high five, laughing their asses off. My roommate and I are slowly purchasing frog decorations and just toy frogs in general, and seeing how long it takes our other roommate to notice that things are slowly becoming frogs. This one made me giggle. I don't know why. Lol, thanks you. Probably because a long-term prank like this requires commitment. I'm going to commit suicide after reading that one. My friend really hates a particular movie, so every time I see a copy at Goodwill or wherever for super cheap I buy it and mail it to them. My former coworker and I grew up in suburbs that were, neck and neck for rednecks per capita. Periodically he will send me movies with titles like CB Hookers or Hobo with a Shotgun to, as he puts it, help you get back to your roots. Hobo with a Shotgun is a Canadian movie, and it's a goddamn national treasure. I'll have you know. I just put in a dozen reminders on Alexa at my brother's house that will come up the next 6 months, usually during dinner or breakfast, when they should all be around. Remind me in 2 months at 7 PM that Tyler's but smells remind me on October 7th at 7:15 AM. That uncle is awesome and smells like rainbows and unicorn farts. He has a bunch of kids, so I think they will laugh while at it. Wow. Thanks for the awards. I'm a general prankster. My buddy asks me to watch his house while traveling just to see what I'll do. Last time I ordered 250 small bouncy balls, put them in a box at the top of the stairs, and tied a string to the doorknob carefully to the door at the bottom. The light was off, and I guess it sounded like a river. I also used clear nail polish on their soap so it wouldn't lather, and I bought 4 Apple use only stickers to apply to various items. I figured the Reddit community would like more ideas. I did a variation of this with my Google Home. Son kept telling it to play Post Malone, so I set up a custom routine that used the phrase play Post Malone to play Justin Bieber's Baby instead. So evil. This is more for the workplace. Put up a sign next to the communal printer/photocopier saying something like due to COVID, this machine is now voice activated. Sit back and enjoy. I have a car with a motorized back hatch that will open if you click a button on the key fob. Usually keep my keys in my hoodie pockets, So I'll tell them that it's voice activated and they just need to say hatch open and it'll open, with me clicking the keys stealthily. To seal the deal I'll do it myself while clicking the open button. I'll let them go for a few times/days until it just stops working. When they ask I just look confused and tell them there's no such feature. That is evil.